'Twas the night before Christmas in a house with no toys. Sits four fun friends from a podcast very noise. There was Zero and Charles and Jordan to boot, and Doom clogged the toilet from taking a poop. There were smiles and laughs and joy to be had. Fuck that shit, bitch, it's Christmas, it's time to break bad. I'ma snort a line of the snow, 'tis the season for blow. Escobar fucking moms underneath mistletoe, 'cause it's Christmas. Your boy didn't buy gifts, fuck that holly jolly fun, all that shit is for kids. Roll up a hundo, snort a line, 'cause fuck it, I'm rich. Rob Santa at the pole and I'm fucking his bitch. I'm a real Grinch, man, eat up your... Yo, what the fuck was this?
Dude, this is supposed to be for a family Christmas special, dude. You really can't take this seriously?
Man, fuck you, I don't need this shit.
Okay, I guess we'll just keep what we have then. I mean, I guess when you're editing, just put the podcast after this.
It's okay if you're a Muslim, a Christian, or a Jew. It's okay if you're agnostic and you don't know what to do. An all-inclusive celebration, no contractual obligation. Happy Christmas, Hana Kwanzaa to you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the holiday season, and we are very happy to bring you this very special Christmas gift of the newest Noise Boys cast, or Noise cast. I am your Noise Boy under the mistletoe, Skoringo, or Charles, and with me are my little helpers.
Hello, everybody! It's me, Nuts Tacos.
I had an idea.
No, it's actually
episode.
Yeah, it's the Nuts Taco episode.
I just want to start the entire episode with all of us doing our best Nuts Taco.
No. Okay, but seriously,
Taco,
it's
come on the
Christmas now, guys, and thank you for having me on the podcast. I'm Xcaliborg. I'm the Noise Boy that is riding a sleigh.
All right. Well, I'm Zeromaster. I'm the Noise Boy from the North Pole. And Doom, check your tire pressure.
I fucking knew you were gonna do that too. What's up? I'm Doom, and I'm the nasty-ass Krampus from a couple of episodes ago.
Hey, I like that guy. What a great guy.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Good to have you.
God, what the fuck? We have so many guests. Nux Tacos, Nasty Ass Krampus, were all here. Also, thank you for making me remember that great Chris Mahana Kwanzaa song.
I needed to make that deep cut, and I'm like, wait, I know how to open this.
I was hoping there
You're
was going to be
really
a long
good at
pause
remembering
afterwards.
things, by the way.
I was hoping there was going to be a long pause afterwards so I could say, Charles, I'm offended.
You offend
What?
me.
You don't have Sprint?
You don't have Sprint.
Oh, God. Hey,
I'm sorry, that's right, there's no lyric in this carol about Boxing Day. I'm sorry, Zero.
Oh, Boxing Day, oh, Boxing Day. That's when you beat the shit. That's when you beat the shit out of snakes, right?
Apologies also, because I got a head cold, but hey, we're good. We're good. I'm
Jordan,
actually doing
you're
a lot better.
sick every other episode.
I
It doesn't
know.
matter.
It's actually like so. The episode before the one that it would have been out by now. I was feeling a bit under the weather too, but I don't know what it was. I woke up just feeling like absolute shit, but I'm doing fine.
It's because you knew it was the day to record the podcast. It's like, all right, time to feel like absolute shit.
Well, you have to for this fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I feel like absolute shit every podcast.
It puts you in the right headspace, or the wrong headspace,
It's
which
true.
is the right headspace.
It's true.
All right, so it's the season of cocaine on the ground.
Yep, it sure fucking is. Ain't no business like snow business. For starters, happy Christmas to everybody listening, or any other denominations. Shout out.
Hanukkah,
Yeah,
Kwanzaa,
even if it's like
holidays,
fucking,
Festivus.
the day before, the day
Festivus
after.
for the rest of us.
Whenever we decide to
Festivus
upload
for
this
the rest
video,
of us.
which will probably be around Christmas, I'd say.
Probably, yeah.
I'd hope
I mean,
so.
what are you talking about? It totally is Christmas right now.
Oh yeah, true.
It totally is.
It's also like January 3rd. We're like, fuck.
Hey, hang on a sec. No. I can see if it's Christmas. I say you there, young boy. What day is it? Christmas Day. There's still time. Yes, there it
There's
is.
Christmas.
And then you're gonna go tell the kid to go get the biggest Christmas goose and bring it to Bob Cratchit. And then you're gonna tell him.
No, I'm gonna bring it to Kermit Cratchit,
I'm gonna
man.
bring it to.
and then you're
I'm
gonna tell
gonna
then
bring
you're
it to Cratchit and Crank.
Boys,
You're gonna
Boys,
tell the
guess
kid
what?
to come up and play What's in My Pocket afterwards.
boys, I just thought of something. Crazy. What if they made a Christmas version of Untitled Goose Game, but it's the opposite, where you have to catch the Christmas goose?
Oh my
They
god,
call it-
Untitled Scrooge Game.
There we go. Welcome to Noisecast Media. Untitled Scrooge Game coming eventually.
Yes.
Trademark, patent pending.
Oh my god.
So should we talk about what happened though? Like since the last noise cast?
Oh, like
the channel.
Oh,
about what?
We can do a blurb about it. I mean,
Yeah,
we can
Jordan,
blurb about it.
Like, you actually made the video.
Oh, the nuts tacos video, yeah.
The nuts taco video.
Yeah.
You actually made it.
Yeah, I did. So that's up.
And he saw it.
And the nuts taco, I keep calling him nuts taco.
it's all your fault, dude.
And
Nuts
Taco,
the
new
nuts,
name.
and the nuts actually saw it, and he was super duper wholesome about it. Good going. But I kind of want to get him on the podcast, so we have to get him on the podcast at one
Yeah,
stage.
Nux Taku, come on the fucking podcast.
Go
man.
check out his merch and buy it for people for Christmas.
Dude, that guy has 1 million subscribers. Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah, congratulations for getting 1 million.
Yeah.
Big old congratulations.
Shout out. Golf clap. Golf clap.
Also, what else
Golf clap,
happened?
golf clap.
I was in fucking Europe. That happened. I was in Paris.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, I went to Paris.
How was gay
I
Paris?
saw the Notre Dame getting half built because of the burning fucking thing that happened with the fires and the burning.
Did you see that
this is-
fiend Quasimodo?
Yeah,
Hellfire.
that motherfucker
Sorry.
just like straight up just fell off the building, and he's like,
Well, it's here's the thing. You got to look at it like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity where you actually get to see construction
exactly-
of the
oh,
Notre
that-
Dame because
Zero, that is exactly what I said. Like word for word, this
Yeah.
is a once in a lifetime opportunity because it's not going to burn down again, right? Hopefully.
Don't fucking jinx it.
It'll
Also,
happen. You just watch.
Sometimes
Charles-
we say things on this podcast and then they happen in real life.
We have the Simpson effect on this podcast.
Okay, here's
Also,
one.
Charles-
I'm going to get a beautiful cosplay girlfriend. It's definitely going to happen.
Also, I need to talk about the world's worst Simpsons family member, by the way.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about
Yeah,
that
okay,
too.
remind me.
hold on.
Oh, I also got to
we'll-
see.
we'll get
I also
to
got
it.
to see Dance Gavin
Charles.
Dance and Enter Shikari live and Simple Plan.
Woo!
Yeah, that was great.
How was
Ooh.
Simple Plan live? that's like a guilty pleasure band
they
for
are
me.
old, but they're actually still sounding exactly the same as they
They're-
used to.
They're still pretty good. I'm not
Yeah.
the biggest Simple Plan fan, but
Me
when I
neither.
saw them at Warped Tour a couple years ago, I was like, damn, they're actually pretty
Yeah.
good live.
Yeah, they're great live.
You said on Twitter they played the What's New Scooby Doo
Yeah,
theme.
yeah,
Are
they
you
did.
serious?
They actually did.
That's right.
They actually did. And
Wait, did
That's
they
awesome.
record that? Was that them?
Yeah.
that was
That was
them.
them.
They sung that. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just
They had a
It's
couple songs on there, actually.
I was
Like,
just about to say, I thought that was just generic punk band, and then I remembered we're talking about Simple Plan, so I was right.
no. Yeah, apparently, I've actually looked it up. Apparently, a few of their songs are in that series.
Oh
Apparently,
yeah. They were sort of like shoehorned in a little bit after that. But yeah, like I mean,
fuck a platinum record. You're in Scooby Doo.
yeah, dude,
You should be
Yeah.
honored.
honestly, if I was in Scooby Doo,
Simple Plan, come on the podcast.
No.
the whole of Simple Plan.
the whole Simple
All
Plan.
Simple Plan, yes, come on the podcast.
The
That'd be
plan
fun.
is
And then
simple.
let's
We
get
get Simple
Simpsons
Plan.
creator Matt Groening as well.
Yeah.
And then we'll get the Simple Life stars of Paris Hilton and Nicole
All right,
Richie.
okay, that's where I draw the line.
We're gonna get Nicole.
We'll get a lot
we're
of
gonna get
simple
Nicole
things.
Echidna on the
Also,
Yeah,
Charles,
Nicole,
screw
yeah.
you because you got the friggin' Frollo show stuck in my head again. when you
Fucking
sang
Frollo.
the Notre Dame song.
Oh my
Is
god!
that in the Frollo show?
Dude, there's a metal cover of that song in the Frollo show.
Of course there is.
That's the theme
Of
song.
course there
What
fucking
hasn't
is.
it done?
Yeah, really. At this point, what the fuck hasn't it done? Oh man. Yeah, but that's pretty much like I went to Europe and saw lots of bands, and now I'm back to reality.
Whoops, there goes
there goes
gravity.
gravity.
There goes
Oh,
gravity.
gravity. Hip and ho hibbity. Yeah, it was great.
Whoop, mom's
Do we want to
spaghetti.
talk about that?
No.
We don't want to talk about how Nick Cannon tried to punch above his weight.
Wait, what?
No.
What are we
I
talking
don't.
about?
I'm done. Nick Cannon
Nick
dissed
Cannon-
Eminem.
Oh,
Yeah.
who's Nick Cannon?
Exactly. Exactly. Who the fuck cares?
Literally, what
He's
the
like the least gangster black guy I've ever met.
He
Oh.
married Mariah Carey, and that's wrong, by the way, because Farnsworth
actually?
Bentley exists. Thank you.
fucking Jesus.
We're not even 10 minutes into this episode and I'm dying already.
Do you remember Farnsworth Bentley from MTV's From G's to Gents?
Oh, Jesus.
What about from
Sounds like something that
cheese
was,
to
like, in my
gents,
subconscious.
lads?
Wait,
From
hold on,
cheese
hold
to
on.
dents.
They go from being like G's in like the rap game, and then they start playing gent. What?
What the
Yeah.
fuck is gent?
Do you don't know what gent is?
The
Corey?
metal music genre. Gent.
Farnsworth Bentley was in the fucking Fat Albert movie. What?
Wait, gent was in Fat Albert? Was he like?
that was Kenan Thompson.
No, I don't think I know what gent is. No, I'll be real with you.
Okay, so gent is basically what I was just doing then. It was like a weird time signature with his haze.
Oh, he just played an extra in it. Never mind.
It's sort
I
of
thought
like,
he was like one of the
it's sort of like,
members of,
when something doesn't really have a proper time signature and it goes like,
kind of like how Design the Skyline tried to play that off is why their music sucked.
What?
Zero, if he's drumming, you need to try to speak in his gent rhythm, bro.
So that one video with the kid that's like, if you that one kid that kept like stuttering and shit.
Yeah, the stuttering kid.
Yeah, there's like a gent,
so it's just
there's like
stutter metal?
There's a gent version of that where like the kid's talking and like the metal music's playing in the background to the exact same like time he's saying it.
Wait, hold on. Does T-Dub count as gent then?
Wait, what?
Because he's totally off time.
Oh,
because the big
Mario
Rames
games.
are big teams.
You know
the
what?
Big Rames is a big team.
People give Blueface a lot of shit for not rapping on beat.
Why does
whatever.
it come back? Why does it come back?
Because everything's cyclical.
It is. But why?
It's cyclical.
I'm
We're
starting
stuck
to
in the
think
very
Jaywalk
noise
might.
vacuum.
No, wait, Jaywalk actually is on beats, so. Well, sometimes he is.
We always
fuck.
just we're in this weird realm called very noise, and we always talk about like the same shit.
It's the boy. It's boy
Shitty
guitar.
rappers and
Like the shit that we love always finds a way to weasel its way back in the best
absolutely.
ways.
It's
It's just
back way
like
to
fucking
conversation
Paper
and
Mario, the
dialogue.
abridged series.
yeah,
What do you want?
I wish that original YouTube poop was still.
Is it
available
still? No,
on
it's a
YouTube.
bridge. It's not even a YouTube. It's an abridged series.
YouTube's taken down a
No,
lot
no,
of
no,
shit
what-
though.
no, no,
in
you're right,
general.
but still.
Fuck, I'm watching Diddy Kong Racing Bridged after this because I want to get a good laugh.
Like y'all saw what happened with YouTube, like right?
Copa, is that what it's called?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but apparently iDubbbz had videos taken down. Psychic Pebbles had some
Yeah.
shit taken down. It's
Yeah,
pretty
YouTube's
shit.
going on a they're going on like a
They're saying that
spree
they
for
could.
things that
They're saying they could fine us if
we'll see.
videos
There's
aren't
been a
kids-
clarification on that, Jordan. There's actually been a clarification
Yeah.
on that. So first and foremost, none of us should have our channels as for kids. All of us should just label them as for adults. If you haven't done that
that's
yet,
that's
just go
exactly
do
what
it.
I've done
It takes
with
3
everything.
seconds.
Yeah.
Second of all, there is a process where somebody at YouTube can change one of your videos to for kids without you knowing, and you won't be able to change it back unless it gets reviewed, because they'll be reviewing random videos. But the problem is YouTube's review process is not the same as the FTC's review process. The clarification that was made is that the fine of $42,000 per video, that's a maximum fine, and they're also only using that for people who are like abusing the system. So it's like they were clear at saying, no, we're not going to go after every single video that's incorrectly.
Is this like
labeled or
that?
whatnot.
That would be that wouldn't be fucking feasible.
gonna say,
that would not be
like,
feasible.
It would be stuff like the Elsagate shit.
Yeah,
Like,
that's it. That's
the
literally
kind
what I
of
was gonna say.
stuff.
Spider-Man
That's
and Elsa
why-
fucking each other. And
That's
the
why this
arse,
entire
like-
thing is happening, because people were abusing the system on YouTube Kids. Now, if you want to make sure if your channel doesn't show up for kids or not, you can just install a YouTube Kids app and literally search your channel name, and if it comes up,
Yeah.
then you're fucked.
Zero,
Then you need to
Zero,
make some
you
changes.
should work for YouTube. I don't know why the fuck you're not working for YouTube.
Well, see, it's funny because like what I did is I wanted to see if it actually worked when I changed my channels to for adults. So I installed YouTube Kids on my phone and just searched them, and then I started searching other people's channels. I'm like, these aren't coming up, so they're blocked from here.
What about
The problem is
Xcaliborg?
though, I searched yours, it doesn't come
Oh,
up.
thank
You
you.
can
Absolutely
search mine. I know
Here's-
that. I'm
there's a
hoping my whole
problem, though.
channel gets removed now. Like that's my goal. Like I'm really hoping that because I have nothing backed up.
Corey,
if that
you
channel goes down, I'm happy.
Corey, you could just
There's
borrow.
a problem though.
You can just borrow my channel.
There's a problem though with the system, guys. The problem is that if you had any analytics that were for people between like under 13, it fucks up your analytics completely. So like say somebody who whatever. So like my channel, one of my channels says my only demographic is like people aged 25 to 34.
Oh,
Which
that's
I'm like, I'm pretty sure
Mine's like-
most of the people I talk to aren't
yeah.
25 to 34.
Mine are like 18 to 37 or something.
No, sorry,
weird.
sorry. Let me fix. Sorry, that's wrong. 35 to 44. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I don't know too many guys who are older than me who watch my YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's a bit strange.
So-
I don't know, man. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of
So the
weirdos out
analytics
there.
got
in the
fucked
world.
up because of this whole thing. So you can't even trust your analytics right now. The only thing I say is if your channel is not for kids, which none of our channels are, just mark it your channel in your channel settings, not for kids. It will automatically mark every video you've ever uploaded and future upload as not for kids.
Yeah, because when I upload the Nuts Taco video, they're like, "Is this video for kids or adults?" And I'm like, "Oh, clearly for kids." No, but I said for adults, like it's.
And the thing is, like, the whole COPPA stuff is for getting people who abuse the system. It's not for everybody. See, everybody was concerned because the original video that came out made it very, very scary.
It did sound very, very fucking scary.
They use the fish in a barrel thing for creators. Yes, creators are responsible, but like, it's one of those things where, like, if you are knowingly making content that is for adults and children are getting to it, that's YouTube's problem.
Yep,
they fucked up.
Like, yeah, that's absolutely.
And that's the thing too.
The Has-Been Hotel thing, right?
Where the FTC is going to hold them accountable for that. It's one of those things where it's like, if you are doing and they specified, if you are doing everything in your power to make content that is not for kids, and somehow it shows up as a 4 kids video that you didn't set as 4 kids, you're not going to be liable because it's not your fault.
That's right.
Also, I think Has-Been was like, I think animators in general are probably, because it's really hard to determine with cartoons with the analytics whether they're for kids or not. So I think that's going to help a lot of animators out there that are getting like their shit unjustly like
Speedo Sausage shouldn't be on YouTube Kids.
No, neither should Twisted Grim. Neither should Hot Diggity Demon. Shout out to all you guys. Love you guys.
Fuck yeah.
Stamper should not be on for kids.
Psychic Pebbles.
Like, I wouldn't put Egoraptor on there either. It's just like... But
Meat Canyon should definitely not be for kids.
The problem is, the original COPPA was very black and white, and that's the
Electro
problem.
Boom can be for kids, though.
Electro Boom. Hey,
he's gonna teach kids about the dangers of electricity,
He
y'all.
came up in my, like, suggested at one stage. I'm like, hey, I remember this guy. We're, like, talking about him at one stage.
He's great. I love Electro.
Y'all wanna talk about some Christmassy stuff? Let's talk about what our favorite gifts from Christmas was.
Favorite Christmas gifts?
Like going back way back. Going to the way back.
This is where we go.
Charles, you're supposed to be the captain of this ship. You?
Oh yeah, I gotta be the. Oh no, duh! I've got to be the.
El Capitan.
I gotta be the.
I'm only just making a suggestion
the El
because,
Capitano of this sleigh ride journey through Christmas times. But. Guys, let's talk about favorite Christmas gifts we've ever gotten. Like, has there ever been like a Christmas gift that you
I'm not
like,
editing this
remember
to make you sound smarter
or something
no,
like
that's
that?
fine. It'll be funnier that way.
It'll be funnier that way.
Charles, you go. You
I'm gonna have to think.
Yeah. So for me, like one of the gifts I think I still have this somewhere. I actually got a Turbo Man figure for Christmas one year, and it actually talks and does like the jetpack and shit.
Fuck.
I'm not kidding you. I still have
That's
it.
sick.
Turbo dude.
That was a great movie.
When I come to California, I want to see your fucking Turbo Man.
You want to see the Turbo Man?
Yeah, I didn't believe him. Me and Black Andrew were talking to him about that, and Andrew was like, dead ass, I don't believe you. And Charles sent pictures. It exists. It's fucking rad.
Yeah. Of course, it doesn't work nearly as good anymore. Like, the batteries in it don't work, and the audio doesn't work, but it's there.
I mean, if I replace the batteries in your Turbo Man, can I use it when a Henshin time comes back?
Sure.
Fuck yeah.
If you want to, yeah. So what about you guys?
I'll go next, I suppose. Probably, like, I know this is very generic, but like my very first Nintendo 64, only because it was like my first like sort of exposure to video games.
Oh, that was you in the video back in the day.
That was me. I was like, yeah, and like I screamed and shat everywhere on the floor.
just like Zero in that haunted house.
I rolled around in my own fecal matter. It was funny. And then anyway, so no, that was probably that. And then, man, I think the 64 was like definitely the one thing that was like, yeah, this is fucking fantastic. But
64 is good.
I also have a Lilo and Stitch doll, right? That like, I really fucking love Lilo and Stitch, and I got that for Christmas, and I still have it to this day, and it doesn't work anymore, but he's still fluffy and it's cute. I love that thing.
Sick.
Nice.
I had divorced parents, so I didn't get cool gifts until after they got divorced.
Oh, same here. But...
And
I did too.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, you fuckers got double Christmas. Fuck all of you.
Zero has functional parents.
My parents hate each other.
That's a stretch.
I get two fucking things.
But and I want to just tell this quickly because Mama Doom does listen. 1 year, all I wanted was a Nintendo GameCube, and my mom told me when she picked me up from my dad's that she couldn't afford the GameCube this year. And I was really fucking sad and really fucking depressed. And I just was like, I'm done with Christmas. And then Mom's like, open up your gifts. And I was such a little shit. I think I was in like 6th grade or 7th grade or whatever. And I was acting like such a cunt about it. And then I got it with the Wavebird wireless. So, Mom, thanks for making me look like an idiot. But that's still probably the Christmas gift that I remember the most.
Oh, I love
Mom,
GameCube.
She also gave you the Christmas gift of humility.
Yeah, she humbled the fuck
understanding.
out of me. And I got the Wavebird wireless and the silver fucking GameCube, which was rad as fuck.
dude. Fucking
That's
remember
dope.
that one.
Came with, I got Mario Kart and Madden and Tony Hawk Underground 2.
Oh, the best Tony Hawks. Yes. Fucking love Tony Hawk Underground
Thug
2.
2 sucks.
What?
No,
You
Thug
do-
2
what?
Thug
Hold
2 is
on,
the best
hold
skating
fucking
game, but it has
phone.
the worst
Thug
plot.
1 is
Thug
way
2 was
better.
amazing.
Thug 1.
What?
Thug 2
I didn't like the story for
bullshit.
Thug 2, but it had the coolest shit you could do.
I liked Thug 2 more than 1. Like, 1 just felt just... I mean, Thug
the
2 had some
story in 2 is
amazing music as
garbage.
well. It had fucking Laid to
They-
Rest by fucking...
Yes, my favorite band,
Oh,
Lamb
the
Lamb
of
of
music
God.
and gameplay, that's fine. I just hate the story of Thug 2.
that's fair enough.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, sorry,
Yeah, they
next
might as well.
up.
They really wanted to make a Viva La Bam game, but anyway, Zero Christmas gifts.
Yes.
Okay, so
Clearly
I
not
don't want to
Thug
take up
2.
too much time. I don't have. Well, I have a few. I don't want to take up too much time, but I have a few I want to talk about, and they're mostly all gaming related.
That's cool. We're all
So-
gamers.
When so first off, one I remember is the year that Santa brought. I'm gonna say Santa because Santa was the one who brought us all these gifts in quotations. The year
What do you mean?
he brought my brother and I Game Boys, original Game Boys, and they each came with a game.
Oh,
I got a green Game Boy. My brother got a yellow Game Boy. I got Pokemon Red. My brother got Operation C. Now, Operation C is a great game, but it's not Pokemon.
No,
This is a
No,
Pokemon.
it's
we
not.
Why the
fought
fuck
over
did they
Po-
decide to do that?
So we fought over Pokemon Red until August when my brother's birthday was, and he got Pokemon Blue. So there's a follow up to this story. So
and
a
then
couple
you
years
fought
later,
on Blue too.
So a couple years later, my dad got a much better job, and this was when Gold and Silver was coming out. So I guess my parents were like, "Nah, fuck that. We're not making the same mistake twice."
Yeah.
We both got Game Boy Colors, and we each got a copy of Gold and Silver.
Nice.
Each got Gold and Silver each. So, and the funny thing about this is we also had a Super Game Boy.
Yeah.
So one of us would play on that, one of us would play on the Game Boy, and I think it was like 4 a.m. the Christmas of.
Yeah.
My brother and I were just like, "Oh, is that Pokemon Gold and Silver? Shit, let's go play that now." So we snuck downstairs. I was playing on the Super Game Boy. He was playing his game, but my dad comes down at like 5 a.m. and be like, "What the fuck are you guys doing up?" We're like, "We're playing Santa brought us Pokemon." He's like, "Go back to bed." I'm like, "But Pokemon." Because Santa didn't wrap. Santa didn't wrap his gifts for us. He just dropped them off.
You were
as is.
allowed to just wake up whenever the fuck you wanted and start opening presents. What kind of weird shit is that?
No.
No, they
The
weren't.
stuff Santa brought us wasn't wrapped. It was just sitting there.
It was just
so
sitting
we
there.
knew what it was.
So I've
but
got a funny story after you, Zero. Continue.
Yeah, I'll try to make this brief. So the second most memorable one I think I'd have to say next to that is the year we got Donkey Kong Country 2. Because I remember that game you couldn't find anywhere. And then as of, I think it was Zellers, this is how you know I'm Canadian, Zellers had gotten a late shipment, and it was Christmas Eve, and my dad had been trying to reserve it for weeks to try to get us this game. He gets a call back from Zellers to say, "Hey, so we've got a late shipment of Donkey Kong Country 2. If you still want it, the store's open till 11. He's like, "I'll be on my way."
Aw.
This is at like
Love you,
9 o'clock
Dad.
at night. He was at 9 o'clock at night.
That's-
My dad drives out, and then the next morning he says, I think this was like, this one wasn't from Santa. This one was from him. He's like, I had to rush to Zellers at like 9:30 at night to get there before they closed, and paid $90 fucking for that game. So you two better appreciate it. is what he said.
Absolutely.
We were like, hell yeah. Well, we were like 10, so I was like, heck yeah. But
poop yeah, butt yeah, pee pee bum bum.
the most important one to me that I remember, and I've brought this up plenty of times, was the year Santa brought my brother and I the Donkey Kong Country Super Nintendo bundle. I think this was in like 95, 96. It was a Super Nintendo with Donkey Kong Country. And like this one means the most to me because that December, January, whatever, how long it took us, that first game, like it wasn't just me and my brother played. Me and my brother and my dad played because my dad was still into video games back then. He had a Intellivision that I found years later. He's like, oh yeah, I bought an Intellivision like years ago. I'm like, why didn't you tell me? He's like, I don't know, I forgot about it. But like he was into video games back then. So all three of us worked together to beat Donkey Kong Country for the first time. That was a really good memory that I had.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the Super Nintendo was my first game console. So
really
it's
dope.
kind of special to me. But speaking of which, another situation where I woke up early, because this was even before the other one. So I got up early because I was too excited. I came out at like 4 a.m. I'm like, oh, there's Donkey Kong Country, Super Nintendo. So I thought, well, you know what? I'll be proactive. Take this out of the box. As a 6-year-old, by the way.
Yeah.
Take this out of the box, plug it in. I couldn't figure out how the RCA cables hooked up to the TV because at the time we didn't have a TV that could do composite. It only did RF, and there was no RF switch in the box. So I was like, that was a separate gift, technically. So Dad wakes up, he's like, what the hell are you doing? He's like, Dad, Santa brought a Super Nintendo. I'm trying to hook it up. How do you hook it up to the TV? He's like, go to bed.
See,
This just keeps
that's
happening
exactly
to poor
what-
little Zero.
That's exactly how it's
He'll
supposed
never
to
let
be.
me live
4
it-
a.m. Fuck.
Yeah,
never
quit
let
being
me live it
excited,
down.
even though no fucking kid can go to bed the night before
He'll
Christmas.
never let me live it down
That's
because
like cruelty.
he brings
like,
it
go
up.
to bed before Christmas.
He brings it up
Jesus.
every year. He's like, I remember when we got in the Super Nintendo, he already had the thing half hooked up by the time I woke up.
That's fucking great.
He's like, and at that moment, that's when I knew I would work in IT.
When did y'all stop? When did y'all like stop believing in Santa?
Oh, man.
Okay, so
That's a great question.
the reason why I said before I get into the Santa thing, can I just say like it's similar to what Zero did, except what happened was so it was about maybe probably like really early December when the tree went up, and Mum had this present downstairs under the tree, the only present, right? And every day I would walk past the present and tear it a little tiny bit more just so I could see inside. And so by the end of December, when Christmas came, it was basically fully unwrapped. And Mum's like, don't you think that I didn't know you were fucking doing this? Like trying to fucking like, rip this
Why
little
did your mom
tiny...
turn into Brandon?
I don't know. She's... What do you mean, like Vegeta 3986, Brendan? Or
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my mom's Vegeta 3986. Anyway, no. So that was kind of fucking.
I'm hearing Brendan's like a lady voice in my head. That he
Don't
does.
you open that thing there? Fucking Zansu or something.
boys.
Yeah, the boys. Anyway, when I've stopped, was it caring about Santa or believing in Santa? Just believing in
Yeah,
Santa.
when did you like realize Santa was shit? Spoilers, by the way.
Oh yeah, spoilers. Santa's not
life-
real.
It's okay. This podcast not for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, life
Yeah.
spoilers for you, by the way, for all a couple of maybe
mine-
weirdos that still believe in Santa.
Mine was
You're not
when, yeah, well, you know, mine was when we're in New South Wales, which is where my old stepdad used to live, right? So we went to visit his family, and we were in, I think it was his brother's house. It was a late night. I was actually playing the Ratchet and Clank demo disc. That's all I remember. And basically, I went to bed, and then I woke up at about 10:30 at night. Everyone was still sort of, because late for me was about 8 or 9. That's anyway. So everyone was still up, and Mum was like, go back to bed. It's too late. Whatever. It's before Christmas. I'm like, okay, cool. I went back, and then I woke up at about 1 a.m. and we put out carrots for the reindeers, and we put out milk and also beer, because that's what we do in Australia. We put beer out for Santa. Yeah, beer.
That must be Santa's last stop before he comes back.
Yeah, usually that's what Mum says. Carrots and milk for the reindeers and Santa.
it's nice
you know
in
what,
that
for me,
fucking milk.
can I just say, for me, it was always carrots and apple juice for the reindeer.
Apple juice.
We,
It was
we
milk
always
for-
did. We always did cookies and milk, and then we didn't give a fuck about
it
the
was
reindeer.
It was
I guess.
carrots. It was carrots for the
Well,
reindeer.
maybe it's
Obviously,
because Australia is the last stop
and what
back to the North Pole, so he has to
Yeah.
get beer
That's-
on his way
And
there.
Yeah.
what Mum would do is she would take a bite out of the carrot and then drink a bit of the beer and whatever, just to make it look like they stopped by, right? I walked out and I saw Mum doing that. So that made me go, why is she must be very hungry. And then I just sort of put two and two together, and I'm like, wait a minute, what if Mum does this and Santa doesn't actually come by. Maybe Santa doesn't come by. And then I asked
disclosure,
her,
how old were you?
I was like, okay, so Ratchet and Clank demo disc 7. I was 7 or 8 because Ratchet and Clank came out in like 2001 or whatever. That's how I'm doing. That's how I'm doing it by the year. And then Mum's like, like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, hey Mum, did Santa come by? She's like, yeah, of course. Look, see. And I'm like, Mum, I saw you eating the carrot and the beer. She's like, oh, Santa's not real, honey. And I'm like, oh, it was like really sad. It was just like so like on the nose too. Like, yeah, by the way, Santa's not real. She didn't want to try and lie to me. You know what I mean? It was just sort of like,
God, this is why I feel so embarrassed because I always found out about the shit super late. And I think it was also because my brother...
I was 27.
Was 2 years younger. My brother was 2 years younger. No, it wasn't that late. So I actually didn't find out during... I actually didn't find out during Christmas. It was during Easter because the Easter Bunny too.
Oh yeah, true.
One of those things.
You got hit twice?
Double hit.
Hold on. Hold on. It was on Easter that they told us that all these people weren't real. So I was 13, I believe. This is how old I was, and my brother was 11. And my mom just broke it to us. She's like, just so you guys know, because you're getting older now, there's no Easter Bunny or Santa. This is just what we do. And I kind of went, you know what? I kind of figured that out already. But I didn't want to say anything because...
Yeah, but I'm still sad.
Brock's 11. And she's like, well, he's old enough now to know the truth. And he's like, yeah, I figured it out too.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up. Because that's like... imagine if you were like really still believed in that shit. Your whole life could be crumbled. Wait, Santa and the Easter Bunny aren't real? And it's Easter? Is Jesus at least real at that point? Like, fuck, dude.
No, he's definitely not real, but for some reason my parents still go to church.
Well, we don't know that. There could have been there was probably a...
Everybody knows Jesus was brown and he was 5'2".
I think I brought that up once. My mom
it looks like DJ Khaled.
Yeah, he's like...
I think I brought that up once when I was being an asshole. I'm like, why do you guys still go to church? She's like, well, we gotta go to church. We're Christians. I'm like, but Jesus isn't real. She's like, yes, he is. Yes, he is. I'm like, well, Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny aren't, but you believe Jesus. She's like, fuck off.
It's true.
He's fucking king. What do you expect?
He's the king, dude.
Shut
it's
up.
Fucking Jesus, man. Everyone knows he's real.
Jesus,
Kanye.
bro.
I'm on the podcast.
Hey, Scotty.
Jesus,
hey,
man.
Scotty. Jesus,
Jesus,
man.
come on the podcast.
Okay.
Jesus, man. There's a game coming out where Jesus like crucifies people or whatever. I don't know. It's weird.
Oh yeah, the Jesus simulator.
Charles.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Wait,
Charles,
that's
you
real?
gotta
Yeah,
tell us
apparently that's
when
a
you
real
found
thing.
out.
I want to play Jesus Simulator. That sounds fucking
I
right.
don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what it
Yeah.
looks like.
He's
Charles,
like, he
you
goes
gotta
up to
tell
people
us
and
about
like,
when
I'm going
you
to turn bread into
stopped
wine. And
believing
you're like,
in
okay.
Santa.
Sorry, yeah, Charles, it's your go now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so it was like a couple of things actually. Like, I think it was probably about age 8 or 9 is when I started putting the pieces together. Because like there were certain gifts that I was at my Aunt Linda's house at one point, and I saw a couple of gifts and things I wanted them. One of them was a copy of Xena Warrior Princess on the PS1.
Oh yeah.
And
wow, that is a deep cut.
That's a very deep cut. That's not a bad game, by the way. That is
really wanted to have Xena Warrior Princess on PlayStation 1.
I don't know why I wanted it, but then I realized several years later that she's hot.
Yeah.
I mean, she's alright.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
so like,
she's a bit
I saw
She's
that,
dead
and I'm
now,
like,
right?
oh well, it's like
Is she dead?
First of all, it was my aunt's fault for leaving that out. I wasn't even trying. I was going to the bathroom in her room, and it was like right there. And I was like, okay, well, this is clearly something I shouldn't be touching. And I was like, and then I got it with the word Santa on it. I'm like, no, that's
wait a
not
minute.
quite right. Hold on. And then like I started having second Christmas over at my dad's because, as we just established, several of us are children of divorced parents. Watch the
Zero is functional parents.
Again, that's a stretch.
Semi-functional.
More like they're old and can't
They're old and don't give a fuck anymore, yeah, basically.
Pretty much,
what kind of a dick am I? Oh, your parents stay together? Fuck you, loser.
but
hey, they say 1 out of 4 stays
anyway,
together, so I guess I was
continue. Jesus Christ. So anyway,
I love this.
So when I would have second Christmas at my dad's, I started getting gifts from there, and there was stuff on my Christmas list which Mom said Santa might not be able to afford. And then that's when I kind of clicked, and I'm like, And I think I asked mom or dad. I'm like,
Wait, Santa buys these presents? He doesn't build them?
I was like, wait, because certain ones he has to buy, like video games. He's not a video game designer,
no,
bro.
man,
Or
he
is he?
designed every video game that was made by...
Look, he has a section of Elf's Nintendo that he has.
Nintendo
that makes
Elves.
all the game cards, and they have to test
Yeah.
them. And then
he just asks Miyamoto
Santa's
himself.
Santa's in
Miyamoto's
R&D.
He's like,
Santa's
yo, Shigeru, remember how nice I was to you? Send me some copies of this
And he
shit.
goes,
Santa goes and visits
Game Dev and just like Bocarts all this
Yeah, and
stuff.
I could just imagine a clip of like them going like here's the newest game, Mega Man 2. He'd be like, oh, let me give this a shot.
Mega Man 2.
Santa walks up like a dick to like developers at EA. Hey, do you remember that Sega Saturn you got that one year that inspired you to do this?
Nah.
Yeah, give me my cut.
Yeah.
Give me those
I've been
Baldos
doing this for
Magno 9s you
so
got.
fucking long, by the way.
Yeah. I know you're
My
asleep.
beard-
Anyways,
and I know
My
what you've been
beard
in White
wasn't white at
Castles.
one point.
Anyways,
why is
Charles,
Evil
continue
Santa
your
fucking
story.
awesome?
Evil Santa's always great. Well,
Has
we'll
anyone
on Evil
seen
Santa later.
BDSM Santa?
What?
There's...
Okay, guys, we're going way too far off
Wait,
track. Charles needs
I've
to finish
almost
the
done
story.
it. Like, basically, I think I asked my mom or my dad. One of the two, I'm like, I'm certain, like, I told him, it's like, I'm noticing a lot of things. Like, I saw some of Auntie Linda's gifts before that, and they said they were for Santa. And your handwriting and dad's handwriting matches Santa. Is Santa real? And then they're like, nah, bud, he's not. I'm like, oh, well, all right. And then, like, they basically explained, it's like, well, he's more just to, like, keep the spirit of the holiday alive, etc., etc., etc. And then they taught me about how Christmas is really just... What's it called? Noel? No. What's the... Because there's Christmas and then there's the other one.
Sewan or whatever?
No, not Sewan. No, it's,
Halloween.
it's the pagan
Seal?
holiday.
Vegan holiday, huh?
No, not
Pagan.
They said
No.
Yeah, it's a vegan holiday. Why do you think actually, no, that doesn't work.
I thought Festivus was a vegan holiday.
Festivus is for the rest of us.
Festivus and the rest of us. No, but like the pagan equivalent of
Yeah.
it, like was like it's like and then they just kind of merged Christmas, the birth of Christ, and this pagan one together, and that's how they made Christmas, and that's how I learned about Christmas. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Should I tell the cousins? No, we have to keep their spirits alive and let them figure it out. Because like my parents were like, they're gonna figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
They're 35 and they still haven't figured it out.
Yo, real talk though.
The thing
Christmas
is,
is
I've
trash
met
when you
someone
start
like that.
working a 9 to 5.
Yeah, it is.
Like after 18 or like really probably around 16, Christmas starts to get shit.
Oh, I don't
'Cause-
even really
I have
care
more
about
fun
it, but I
getting
just do
gifts
it
from
because it's a
people than
family
receiving.
thing.
Right, but I think as a whole, Christmas is pretty fucking trash because there's not any fucking music that is actually tolerable to me anymore. I don't want to hear a single fucking Christmas song anymore for the rest of my
What about
life.
the Corn version of Jingle Bells or whatever it was that they did?
I didn't
listen,
know that
man.
exists,
There's
but
a-
I don't want to hear
listen.
that.
Jingle
Listen,
bells,
there's-
jingle bells, fuck my
You just have to
ass.
find-
Sorry.
You just have to find the right Christmas music. Don't forget that Christopher Lee has a metal Christmas album that we could be listening to
Oh yeah,
right
that
now.
album is actually really sick.
Because Christopher Lee was a fucking metalhead. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Christopher Lee. Yeah,
I just can't stand any of it. Like, I tried listening to Rob Halford's Christmas album.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Rob Halford. It was cool for like 2 seconds, and I remembered his
Twisted
Christmas
Sister's
music.
Christmas album. There you go.
I don't like Christmas music in general. I don't care.
Oh, ye faithful.
I literally thought that when Corey Taylor did that Xmas song where the hook was, if I ain't drunk, then it ain't Christmas, I thought that was going to be the one, and now I just hate it. I'd rather watch Christmas movies than listen to Christmas
guys, what's your
music.
favorite
Alright, Doom.
Christmas movies? Like, what are some of your
Hold on,
favorite-
Doom hasn't answered the question
Oh
yet.
wait, what was the question? I'm sorry.
When he found out
yeah,
Santa
cool.
wasn't real.
All right, yeah.
We'll do that one
Oh,
after,
I just
Charles.
sort of put it.
No, I already
I
finished
just sort of put it together.
Jordan, how fucked are you?
What? What do you mean?
You're like Charles can go after.
No,
he
I
just
said
went.
no. We'll do that thing after Charles. That's what I said. The next thing
Okay.
he wants to do.
Okay, I
Hey,
guess I'm
now
fucked.
you're
I
a
don't know.
fucking idiot.
Yeah, I just sort of figured out Santa wasn't real.
Yeah.
Probably around the same time when I got that GameCube, I realized there was shit from Santa under my mom's tree and my dad's tree, and I'm like, look, I was definitely not that good of a kid this year. I did not deserve him to drop
Yeah.
shit off at 2 houses. Somebody's pulling my leg here.
It's true.
I guess you guys like. I don't know if it's more sad when I found out or when you guys found out. Like, I don't know what's more
I mean,
sad.
mine was pretty sad.
I don't know.
I saw my
I
mom
found
eating a
out on
carrot and
Christmas-
fucking beer. That was pretty weird.
I was 13, almost 14 when I
Yeah,
found
true.
out, so-
Bro, I found out my parents were getting divorced on Christmas. Come on, bro.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Oh.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
That's fine. Everything worked out for the best.
Everything is
Yeah.
cyclical. Hey, Charles, next thing.
Everything is
Yeah,
cyclical,
let's-
yes.
Let's get this sleigh ride
Your
podcast
parents'
engine
divorce
going.
is cyclical to the podcast.
It's very cyclical.
It's cyclical. Everything is
I'm
cyclical.
so
Mama Doom, I'm
bad.
so sorry.
I'm sorry, Doom, Mama Doom.
No, we were literally laughing about this the other day.
Oh, we love you, Mama Doom.
It's like, and then the other night on the Zero thing, I told my Christmas story about Austin Powers 3.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because that's the last thing me and my dad watched on Christmas before I found out they were getting divorced and he left. And Austin's thing was Daddy wasn't there.
Oh my
And then my daddy wasn't there.
Oh,
Fuck.
no.
Twist of a knife.
That is really sad.
That's horribly
No,
sad.
it's not. It's fucking
It's funny,
hilarious.
but
now.
it's sad.
I didn't think about that until like I was deployed and like I'm talking about it with somebody, and then somebody brought that up to me, and then the second I got home, I was like, "Yo, Dad, did you plan this, or was this just real happy accident?" He's like, "Oh yeah, that's pretty funny."
No, he didn't know.
This is like 5 years ago.
That's great. Oh fuck. Favorite? What'd you say? Favorite Christmas songs, Charles? Is that what you?
I was gonna say favorite. Well, no, because Corey doesn't like Christmas music.
Yeah,
and
me neither. I honestly don't.
I
fucking
don't
like
blame
it
you guys. Working in
Yeah.
retail has made me
Yeah.
just so immune to it. I have a certain
Absolutely.
select few that I listen to, but no. Like,
Yeah.
it's the
The
most
corn
part of
song.
it.
and then like occasionally you get like somebody like Mariah Carey comes and does like a remix of a Christmas song or some shit,
There's like
and you're just
dubstep
like,
involved.
okay, it's worse now. Yeah,
Yeah. So I was
it's like,
sorry.
sorry.
It's okay. I was gonna ask. That was gonna be the next topic. Favorite Christmas movies and specials. What are some of your guys' favorites? Zero, do you want to start us off with this one?
Well, I think one of there's a few favorites I have, but I think one of my favorites for sure has to be the Trailer Park Boys Christmas special, because for two reasons. One, it's technically a prequel to the TV show,
Uh-huh.
and two, it's actually got, for being Trailer Park Boys, it's pretty wholesome. My favorite is you guys might have saw the video clip I posted a little while ago of the Ricky speech in the church, where he basically says, you know, Christmas is about getting drunk and stoned with your friends and family.
It's
That's-
true.
He's like, and it ends up with like, and he ends up with like, and if you don't drink or do drugs, just spend time with your family. He's like, it starts off really stupid, like Christmas is gonna suck this year because I got out of jail, and jail's awesome in Christmas because you can just fucking do whatever you want. He's like, and then I'm trying to like get my stealing presents and getting my family back together, but it's not worth it. But when I realize when my buddy Bubbles left, it's all about getting drunk and stoned with your family. Like it's great. It's like, and then at the end he's giving away weed and hash to people in the pews. But one of my favorite is when he says to people, he's like, "How many people here are fucking drunk? Raise your hands." And you can't lie because we're in church. That's his, that's his thing. People raise their arms, raise their hands. He's like, "That's fucking awesome." And how many people are stoned? Come on, how many people are stoned? And nearly everybody puts their hand up. That's fucking awesome. See, that's what Christmas is about. And that's the thing is, it's so dumb and Trailer Park Boysy, but it's so like wholesome.
Yeah.
And the ending, the I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it, but the ending, the present that Bubbles gets, it's kind of a really heartwarming moment that I wasn't expecting in Trailer Park Boys. Like,
He gets a
it's just
teddy
one of
bear
those,
and he
like,
goes, "Ugh."
like Trailer Park Boys. I know you guys in the States get it now, but for years and years it was a Canadian only show. It was a Canadian made show.
Yeah.
But like, it was always about like these like fucking like losers who live in a trailer park in friggin' Alberta. Like, it's not. It's and all the schemes they try to get together to
yes.
make money, essentially.
Just
They even have a
picture
couple of
Ed and
movies,
Eddie,
so-
but
Yeah, I was gonna say
Canadian
Ed
and
Eddie.
adult.
Well, I mean, Ed and Eddie is
And live
Canadian.
action.
adult and with illegal stuff in it, and it's a funny fucking show. It's got like something like 14 seasons. They have an animated show now. So
The animated show is pretty solid too.
Wait, Corey. You
And-
said it's like Ed and Eddie, but Canadian and
But
live
it is
action.
actually.
that
but
would
it's-
just be like
Canadian
Ed and Eddie
live action for adults.
Yeah, because it's
Oh, that's
Canadian.
right.
Yeah.
Ed and Eddie's fucking Canadian.
no,
I'm
it's
dumb.
Ed and Eddie for adults and Canadians.
I'm
essentially.
just gonna
Yeah,
go blow
but,
my
like,
nose, fellas.
it's-
I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, you can continue your
Yeah,
thing,
it's
and
like-
I'll
Yeah.
come back. Don't worry.
But yeah, personally, that's one of my favorites. There are other like episodes and stuff from shows I can think of, but that's one. The Trailer Park Boys Christmas is one I put on like every year because I gotta watch it because it's fucked up, but it's also fucked up and wholesome. So,
All right,
Word.
that's
word.
me.
Corey.
I'm gonna check that
Wait,
one out this year.
Zero.
It's also, if you've never seen Trailer Park Boys, or even if you have, it's a prequel to the series. So it's two birds getting stoned at the same time, as Ricky would say.
Sick.
That's really sick. Yeah. Corey, what about you? Do you have any specific specials or anything like that? Corey's about to tell us his favorites.
Die Hard. I
gonna say-
accidentally was watching Die
say
Hard
Die
in
Hard.
December before,
That's
like,
good.
I really
I
put
watched
two and
Die
two
Hard
together.
for the first time last year on Christmas Day.
What did you think?
It's a good movie.
It's really good.
Fucking great movie. I can't wait to see the sequel, which apparently is also a Christmas
Yes, it
movie.
is.
The third one is the best one, and it's not a Christmas
Third
movie.
one's really
I
good.
love
Watching
I love how Zero's like, I can't wait to see the next one when it comes out.
Because it's already out.
It's already out.
I have all the movies on Blu-ray. I just we wanted to wait till next year to watch the second.
Right,
What's
right,
funny
right.
is I really like.
I would have just marathoned it because I would hate to have to wait a
I
whole
really
year.
like the fourth Die Hard or Die Hard 4.0, even though it's not really that great.
Oh, just because Flyleaf
yeah,
is in
literally
it
because
next.
Flyleaf is in it. Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm
I was
gonna
making a fucking joke.
Into your thoughts, or whatever the song goes.
I hate Flyleaf.
You don't like Flyleaf?
No. They were great back then, though. That chick was cute.
Yeah, that chick was fucking cute. I don't know what happened though.
I like that. I like all around
speaking of
me
cute
better.
girls, I saw Poppy live. She was fucking awesome.
Oh, fucking the blonde chick who makes like the weird music.
Not weird. It's fucking death metal. She makes death metal now. It's great.
Yeah, now she does.
Wait, she makes death metal
She makes
now?
metal.
Yes, she does. It's fucking rad.
Oh, fuck.
dude,
Next time
dude.
she's in Toronto, I'm gonna go with Tara to go see
Dude,
her.
Zero,
I love
you
her.
have
She's-
to. Oh my god, okay. So the concert was fucking awesome. Or like the festival part, like when it was a festival. There's a lot of bands there, but she was just like terrific. She started the whole thing off, and everybody was like skipping around in circles when the parts were really soft, and then they started like sprinting around and hitting each other when it was all metal. It was fucking great.
Yeah, she's like the perfect blend of like adorable internet meme music,
And, like,
but also
and then
now
Queen.
she's doing metal.
She's literally like a queen now. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
I was like in the crowd when she came on stage. I'm like, yes, you fucking queen. It was great.
No, she's fucking awesome. I've really enjoyed all the music I've heard from her. Some of it has to grow on you, but a lot of it will just stay stuck in your brain forever.
Yeah, she has like a bunch of fucking good music.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I went off topic because Poppy.
I love
That's
Poppy
okay.
though. Shout outs to Poppy. If
Poppy,
I will
can
marry
you come on the fucking podcast?
Hell yeah,
We'll use
Poppy
use
Cast.
our new friendship with Nux Taco
Yeah.
and catapult that
All
to
right,
Poppy.
Nux, that's part of the agreement. You have to help
You
us
have
get
to- you
Poppy
help
on
us
the
get
podcast.
Poppy.
He'll happily do
Ready to
that.
go.
She's a bit anime. I'm sure that we'll get her
Yeah,
in.
she's big nerd troll.
Yeah, I love it.
Nux and Poppy are really good friends. We just don't know.
We just don't know
He
yet.
doesn't either.
Yeah, they're dating and he doesn't know about it yet.
Damn it! I wanted to date her.
Corey,
Curse
do you have any
you,
others?
Nux
Me too.
Taco.
Poppy can be all of our real waifu.
Yeah. And then she comes on the
also-
podcast and doesn't say a word through the whole thing. Can we
Nah,
just
she'll
have,
just, like,
can we just
ASMR
have
the whole time.
Can we just have an episode where like it's just us four, but we say Poppy's there and she just doesn't say a thing. Hello,
Why don't we make it this episode?
featuring Poppy. Yeah, this one's let's do
Special
that.
guest star Poppy.
Everybody's here. The nasty ass Krampus is here.
Poppy, everyone's
Nux-
favorite Christmas character.
Here we go with
I
the
swear to
strictly
God, I hope you
chaotic
put
of it all.
featuring Poppy in there.
It's all
Do
silly.
you have any others, Doom?
You better put an icon
do.
for Poppy and just make it like the most like weirdest death stare she's ever done.
Her album art is literally just like her face with like black ooze on it. So I'll just do that.
Yeah,
I gotta fucking
dude,
listen
I'm
to this
telling you,
album
she's
later.
just people slept on her. Even her pop shit is
Yeah,
really
it's
good.
actually good.
The
Yeah.
song "Low Life" is fucking a
Oh
banger.
no, like I didn't know who she was, and my friend Tara, shoutouts to Real Gamer Girlfriend, she's the one who introduced me to Poppy. I'm like, this is actually really sick. I jive with this, but now that I know she does death metal, it's like fuck.
She
now I
does
really
like
wanna listen to this.
okay, so like probably her best songs are like Concrete, X, what's the
Well, we could talk about this later. I can look it
let's
up
not talk
later.
about
Let's-
Poppy as much as I
Doom,
love
get
her.
back to your
But
favorite
yeah,
Christmas special?
I always watch the Hey Arnold Christmas one because it's a tearjerker
That's a
and really good.
tearjerker, yeah.
Mr. Wynn, underratedly best character of Hey Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
Same time, Wacko's Wish is another good one, and probably some other fucking Christmas movie.
Okay.
Oh, Bad Santa, and my mom and I watch Bad Santa now because she hates A Christmas Story now, and I still love it, but she wants to watch anything but it on Christmas.
All right.
It's
I do
on for
watch Home
24
Alone.
fucking hours.
I do watch Home Alone 2 and Jingle All the Way pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Too.
See,
Jingle All the Way is fucking great
it's like
too.
the
Yeah,
same with
solid.
it's like the same with me and Halloween. I don't actually really watch anything. I kind of
It's Jake Lloyd before he got bullied.
yes.
Yeah, before he killed his mom and ran over those people.
Fuck.
He
Jake Lloyd, come on the
slaughtered the
podcast.
younglings,
Just say,
guys.
Jake, like, come on the podcast.
No, that was Hayden Christensen.
No. In real life, Jake Lloyd slaughtered the younglings.
Fuck.
That's not true.
Let's get
Shout out to
let's
Jake
get
Lloyd.
Macaulay Culkin on the fucking podcast.
I would love to have
Oh
Macaulay
my
Culkin
god,
on
he
the
loves
podcast. Are you kidding me?
YouTubers.
I
Of
would
course he'd come
totally do
on our
that.
podcast.
Yeah, let's get him on.
So you don't have
I'm gonna
much
message
Jordan?
him like right fucking now.
How much what?
Yeah, anybody else got Christmas
I
specials?
mean,
though?
I do,
I
but
don't.
mostly- okay,
I don't,
so
so we'll go straight to Charles.
for me, like, of course, I watch Die Hard every Christmas because me and my father have a motto for every Christmas day. It is not
Oh, yeah.
Christmas until Hans
Da-da.
Gruber falls off the Nakatomi Plaza.
That's true.
It's true.
It's true. Now,
It's true.
it's true.
It's true.
Jordan and I were thinking the same thing.
Did we do that at the
Yeah,
Did we all do that at the same time?
It's true.
Wait, I missed that. What?
Same time.
Wait, what was that?
Oh, you
We
haven't
all
seen
did
it.
the
It's like
Dale
this.
Grumble
It's like
thing.
It's like some movie theater commercial charity thing with King of the Hill, the movie, and like we'll just show it to Zero later after
Yeah,
the
we'll show it to
podcast.
you later. It's just funny. He just goes, "Oh, you know,
He's had to have seen it.
Bobby's still 10 feet tall and Dale's still invisible." And he goes, "It's true." That's just the way he
And all
says
you
it.
see is a glasses, a hat, and a cigarette.
Guys, can we please do King of the Hill Bridge? So I can get my friend SCR to be.
Oh,
Hank
we
Hill.
totally
He does a
could.
Perfect Hank Hill impression.
Oh,
let's see.
and Jordan has to be Dale.
So
I'll
I got
do
dibs on
Dale
Cotton
Graybill.
and I got dibs on Cotton and
I guess I'll be old
John
Beal.
Redcorn.
John
Can I be
Redcorn.
Bobby?
Can I be Peggy?
yeah.
Get out of my mind, Luann. Can we talk about King of the Hill YouTube groups for at least a minute?
So
Can we get Biggest Mob James to be Luann?
Get out of my mind, Luann.
Oh no, we should just replace Peggy with the fucking goose sound from Untitled Goose Game the whole time.
Oh fucking.
Untitled King of the Hill game.
Yes. Oh my God. Coming to Noise Boys Industries
Oh
soon.
please! I would play a King of the Hill game if there was one. Is there actually a King of the
I
Hill game?
love King of the Hill.
no, there's not. I don't
Probably a
think.
Flash game.
God dang
There
it!
probably is something.
There better be a
God
King
damn
of
it, Peggy.
There better be a King of the Hill video game by the time I get back.
Ladybird, no, my
That's somebody
narrow
we need to get on the
urethra.
podcast sometime. My buddy SCXCR. He does like a perfect.
Don't touch me.
He does a perfect Hank Hill impression.
So-
Hey,
Fuck you, Dale. I have a narrow urethra.
So I've also got the so there's like, you know, outside of Die Hard, like the two other Christmas movies that I definitely watched before the year's over. One of them is one that my dad and I like bond over. Another one that my dad and I bond over, and that's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Love that
that
one. I
is-
keep
yeah.
forgetting to watch
The
that
funniest goddamn Christmas movie I have ever seen. It's insanely quotable. Oh my, like, there's like 101 quotes I still quote to this day. When somebody asks me where am I going to put something, I always say, bend over and I'll show you.
one. Oh yeah. Oh my God. That's where all the boomer humor comes
It
from.
is.
Fucking A. National Lampoon is great.
Yeah, no, I
Boomer
love
humor.
boomer humor. And I also love the Arthur Christmas. Not the Arthur the Aardvark Christmas. No. Okay, no. Arthur Christmas, the 2011 film with James McAvoy, Hugh Laurie, and
I know that one. It's semi-recent,
it
right?
came out.
Like, sort of like
it's
past 10 years.
semi-recent. It's so fucking good though. I was like surprised, like when I saw it. I'm like,
I'll actually, I might actually have to watch that because I've been recommended it a
It's-
few times.
I
So
have too.
obviously, I'll take
it's
your
really,
word by
it's actually like surprisingly like heartfelt and good.
it. Is there a King of the
There
Hill
are several.
Christmas
I think there's
special?
quite a
Yeah,
few.
there's multiple. There's the one.
I will watch that. That is all.
That's the one where Hank gets the clock because he's afraid of Y2K. That's one. There's the Christmas one.
Oh, the Y2K
where,
episode.
Bill keeps trying to tries to fucking kill himself, and then he ends up in his wife's old dress.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the fucking? That's the YouTube
Why do you keep calling me bitch?
Calling me bitch.
I'm pretty sure there's one where Con and Hank have a Christmas thing.
Why do you keep calling me bitch?
I still love Cyborg Dale Gribble. That's
I had to look this up because for a second, Charles, when you said Arthur Christmas in 2011, I'm like, wait a minute. The show Arthur didn't have a Christmas
I
special
even had to say
in
not
2011.
That's what
Arthur
he
the
said, he said
Aardvark.
that.
That's why I said not Arthur the Aardvark.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And I also went like, what the fuck is Arthur the Aardvark? So I looked this up. I'm like, oh, right, this movie came out. I don't even remember this shit.
It's so good. Like, I'm not kidding you. It's a classic in the making. Like, and I also,
Fuck yeah. I'll have to
Corey
watch
brought it up. The Hey Arnold Christmas special. And he also brought
Fantastic.
up Wacko's Wish. But I would like to actually mention another Warner Brothers classic, the Pinky and the Brain Christmas special.
Oh my
Which
fucking
has the
god! I
biggest
forgot about that.
Tear-jerking scene of all time. At the end, like, the whole thing is like, Brain wants to take over the world. As every episode, they do the same thing every night, trying to take over
As
the
you
world.
do.
As he does, and
As he do.
Yeah.
like one of his plights involves Christmas, but Pinky's just so excited for Christmas and he wants to get his wish list to Santa, but like Brain doesn't consider it, and then Brain actually ends up reading it as he's about to take over the world, and it's a big like heartfelt note that's from Pinky to Santa that basically says, you know, I want you to give all of my gifts to my best pal Brain. Love, Pinky. P.S. Do you have in that present sack of yours, by any chance, the world? That is
Zawaldo!
That's Zawaldo.
It
is
is
funny.
Brain's such a dickhead. He really
he's
is.
a dickhead,
But
like that's like one of the best. Like that like makes me cry. Like and of course the Muppets Christmas special,
Yeah.
which by the way now available on Disney Plus.
yes,
Oh yeah, we should shield the fuck out of Disney Plus because we're sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
You know what fucking pissed me off?
I thought that was real for a second.
You know what pissed me off is
Wait, you thought the guy announced from the sky, Raid Shadow Legends.
For a second, I was like, "Yo, did Jordan like get a fucking raid sponsorship just for this video?"
Hey,
Yeah, absolutely.
Jordan.
Yeah.
You know what really pissed me off is that I just watched the new AVGN and he's sponsored by fucking Raid Shadow Legends. I'm like, God damn it!
no!
They got
Everybody's
everyone.
done it. Jontron has done it. Raid
See,
Shadows
I was
Legend,
like,
hey,
come
guys,
on the
just-
podcast.
But I was like, there's no
Yeah,
way the
guys that
AVGN
made
is
Raid Shadow Legend.
no, just the app. Bring the app on.
He's the angriest video game nerd on Raid Shadow Legends. And he's gonna... I don't know what fucking rhymes with
You
Shadow
don't know
Legends.
anything about that shit. I love it.
Me neither. Oh well. Okay, cool.
But yeah, Christmas
So,
is
yeah,
a thing.
and- yeah,
Christmas
I
is
like
amazing.
Christmas.
Christmas is great.
It's cool. My mom
It's pretty
always-
decent.
My mom still tries too hard with me though. She still tries to do like kid shit with me.
I will admit though, last Christmas was a little bit more difficult for me because I lost my grandfather and he's always been sort of there
Yep.
for Christmas. But like, we still had a good time. It's probably going to be a little harder as well because a lot of family stuff has gone down with me this year with my family. So we're going to try and sort of like, make it as normal as we possibly can. But sometimes it is difficult. And for those who sort of like, I don't know, have troubling times during Christmas, we hope at least, it gets better for you. Even if you just don't like Christmas and you just want it to be over, at least eventually when it's over, it's over.
Yeah.
You just gotta wait a whole fucking year for it again.
Yeah.
So I know there's people out there that absolutely despise Christmas, and that's understandable. Because you see a lot of people like going, "Hey, look what I got for Christmas." And you're like, "I only got a sock." Like that would suck.
Yeah, why
right?
did your teachers
But-
ever ask you that shit? Because I remember growing up pretty poor, and I got an N60 or like an NES like one year, and all
Yeah.
the kids made fun of me for it.
That's brutal.
I fucking love the NES. What bastard?
I mean, the PlayStation was already out at that point, but
yeah, no. You know what? Yeah.
Christmas.
Oh man, Christmas.
Charles,
What?
Yes, yes, Doom.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Who's the least best Simpsons family member?
Oh, Lisa.
Lisa for me too.
Zero.
I don't know. The whole show.
I'm just saying, I have discovered the definitive worst member of the Simpsons family.
Better not be Homer Simpson.
No, it's Marge. Marge is actually the
why?
fucking worst human in
What
the
are you talking
Simpsons.
about? Marge Crimps.
Wait,
I fucking love Marge. What's wrong
Okay,
with
so
Marge?
here's
What'd she
the
do?
thing. Marge has deserved everything she's gotten in her life because she almost cheated on Homer first. And then in the very next episode, she turns around and accosts him for dancing with that floozy dressed as Aladdin. Marge almost cheated first.
Yeah, but that's cheese Danish. No, I'm kidding. That's a horrible thing to say.
That's getting cheese Danished.
No.
honestly,
Santa's little helper is the
Cheese
best
Danish.
character on The Simpsons, next to Maggie.
Okay, we've already talked about our favorite Simpsons characters.
I know, but I just wanted to fucking bring up I want the people to know about Margegate.
I honestly still think it's
don't
Lisa.
agree.
I honestly still think it's Lisa. She pretty much brings nothing to the table. I know she's there to be the straight man most of the time, and every comedy needs
I
that.
have to say as well,
but-
it's probably Lisa if I had to pick, because she's
Y'all just
no offense to
she's
fucking
too intelligent
whoever
for her
plays
own
her.
good,
Like
essentially.
she's just sort of there to balance it out. There's always a straight man, but she's just in comedy, right? There's always the guys like actually really, but like she just does it and it pisses me off. Yes, there's been some great moments. She's like, I am the Lizard Queen, or whatever. That was great.
Bleeding Gums
but, like,
Murphy is a good episode too.
and the Bleeding Gums Murphy one is fantastic, and same with the fucking Michael Jackson one.
Yep, put
But,
that on
like-
Disney Plus, cowards.
Yeah, by the way, why the fuck do you think it doesn't exist, you stupid idiots? It fucking exists.
Yeah,
Anyway, but I just personally think she just, there's been some fucking awesome Marge episodes as well, like the Large Marge one. Is that the one where she's...
the one where she gets the
In
breast
this-
implants.
Yeah, is that it? Yeah, that one's great. Look at those bazongas!
Yeah.
Look at those Nintendos! Or whatever it
in the
is.
same fucking episode, or in the same season, Marge also got really buff. But I think
Jordan.
I think that's terrible that she.
Jordan,
That might be Large
Jordan,
Marge, that
can
one.
you please do me a favor?
What?
Just the way you said, look at those Nintendos. Can you say that next time you see Haley?
Oh,
Okay,
by the way,
alright, I
fuck you
will.
guys! I'm still hearing Mr. Burns every tweet I read. Fuck you guys.
No. Was it Mr. Burns or was it someone
Yeah, it
else?
was
that
Mr. Burns when he's all doped up by Hibbert.
No. Hers was yes.
Either way, I'm
That's her
hearing
voice.
one. It's like the same voice. I'm hearing it.
Yeah, it is true.
Look at those
I actually
Nintendos.
saw a guy with that fucking doped up Mr. Burns on his shirt, and it was fucking awesome. I really wanted it. It was so good. We talk about The Simpsons a lot on this show, don't we?
Yeah,
We
The
would do
Simpsons is great.
Simpsons.
Did you know that Marge and Homer got divorced?
Yeah, Marge and Homer got divorced in the movie, right?
Yeah.
No.
No, it was way before that.
No,
and
in
then
like
they had
a
to get
recent
remarried.
season, they got divorced because Homer cheats on her.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
And you're saying Marge is back?
Yeah, I am, because she almost cheated for Okay, maybe that throws everything out the window. But yeah, they actually...
Yeah.
But like,
Homer's a
wait,
fucking idiot, but he's
you
a
also have to
funny
note
idiot.
That, like,
Who cares,
you also
though?
have to note, like,
Yeah, he
the
does care.
Simpsons continuity is like weird because it's like Homer meets up Pooh in season 2, but before even the events of the Simpsons, he was in a quartet with him and Barney, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but this was like
He's
a
like, I do
thing.
not
Marge was written out of episodes.
remember you, Homer Simpson. Who the fuck are you?
Like, Marge was written out of episodes, and there was like an episode where she changed her Facebook status to single, and then to It's Complicated. I'm sure Mo was the main joke on all of that. That fucking blew my
Hey,
mind
Mitch.
last night. Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
but I mean,
Midge,
like, the
that rhymes with
continuity of the
orange.
Fuck you, dude. Nothing does. Literally nothing.
Door hinge. Hashtag what's
no,
with Andy.
that's 2 words.
No, it counts though.
It
It's
does
the same
count.
amount of
What's
syllables.
with Andy? What's
Same amount of
with
syllables,
Andy?
dude.
What's with Andy was a good show. Underrated fucking show, What's with Andy.
For years,
Anyway.
Rye Guy would argue with me and saying, no, it's a bad show. And then he watched it again recently. He's like, it's not that bad, actually. I'm like, see, I told you.
Wasn't that on Disney at one point?
Yeah.
Put it
was
on Disney
it was on
Plus,
Dis-
cowards.
Yeah.
Just
You know what they
Just
should put on
find
Disney
it.
Plus? American Dragon.
That's coming. That's on its way.
They're getting
It's
there.
the-
That's coming.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that. No, I'm cool with that. I like that show.
The Mandalorian's just
I was
really
obs-
okay.
I was obsessed with that show when I was a kid.
Yo,
I was
it
like,
was
oh,
rad,
man,
son.
I'm gonna have to get
I'm
Disney
gonna-
Plus when the
want Dragon
Obi-Wan
powers.
series comes out. Because I want to see that. With you and
See what?
McDonald.
Old McDonald had a farm.
No,
What?
the Obi-Wan series with you and McDonald.
Oh.
Oh, you
Oh.
and McGregor.
Good old
The best
Connor
part of
McDonald.
guy-
Phantom Menace.
That guy did a thing where he's like, "Hey, I took a lot of heroin.
Yeah, Norm
That was
McDonald does that a lot.
That was a good movie. I liked that."
That was a good movie. I
Shit.
like the part where we all die.
That's an
Jordan,
old one.
if you knew how many times I've said that in my life.
I like the part where we all die.
What the fuck is that
like,
from?
It's
From
from...
That's
Jordan.
from Madoka Men.
That's how I also learned about that one song, because you reiterated the whole
Oh,
thing.
the one where I sung it in straight
I only
prose,
smoke
prose
weed
or whatever
when
the
I
fucking
need
word is.
to. And I need to get some rest,
what is it?
yo.
Insomnia by fuck, what's the band? It's the
That's a great band. Fuck, what's the band?
Fuck, what's the band? Yeah, they're great. They're a great band.
That's our
What's the
band now. Fuck, what's the band? That's us, guys.
Fuck, what's the band? Yeah, Insomnia by, I don't know what the band name is. Faithless. That's it, Faithless. They're great.
You know what else is on Plus? Gargoyles.
I know, I haven't got a chance to watch it yet, but you know what else is on there? Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
I love that show so much.
Me too.
I'm
Me too.
I'm
Boy
telling you,
Meets Toy.
Topanga Lawrence is my number one hottest. That's all I'm gonna
I
say.
can tell you.
Anyway,
Tabanga? What?
so this is going to be, a little bit wholesome, I suppose. Christmas isn't just some day we get off of work. It's about sharing the joy of this season with your family and close friends and stuff. And don't forget about their stuff. People need their Xboxes, their tackle boxes, their lunch boxes, and a lot of other boxes. But it's about more than the boxes. It's got movies and music and lights and anime fan art of your favorite waifu in the festive outfits. Like, man, dude, hey, you know what I like seeing? This wonderful anime ghoul. Yes, anime ghoul. I can't even fucking speak right now, dude. I had this speech written up. I'm reading it, okay? This is a speech that I made, not Doom. Doom didn't make this speech.
Go on.
And it looks like she's got leggings. That looks like... Alright, so, you know the leggings with the wraps on it? Yeah, that's great. It's like gift wrapping.
I feel like I should just
Anyway.
read it.
No, fuck you. This is my speech I made. Anyway, trees are good. We don't have enough holidays with trees in it. But yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna not read the script at this point. But Christmas is about spending time with your family. There it is. There's a picture of Rem in a.
You start talking about
man.
Christmas waifus, so I'm like,
love
well,
that girl.
I know
Just,
which one it is.
just put
It's all about Rem.
Just put
you know
this
what? Christmas
picture
is
on the
all
screen.
about Rem.
have it glide right by the podcast,
Yeah, have it glide, and I'm gonna put my little avatar, give it a little kiss on the cheek.
and
There
then
you go.
and
That's
have the,
just,
but
like-
make sure she's on roller skates so she can just skate away.
Oh no, she can just fly. I'm pretty sure she's an ogre
Here
or
you go,
whatever.
Jordan.
And
Have
I hope
another.
all of this actually gets edited.
Oh, there she is again, with her tits hanging out like it's fucking November.
Don't you just want to unwrap those?
I sure do. Anyway, boys and girls, that was my speech.
Beautiful.
That was very
Golf clap.
beautiful, Jordan. Jordan, that was very beautiful. What a good time Christmas is, I gotta tell you. This special, it was sure great. To all of our Noisecast people, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. To you, Noise Boys, do we want to say anything to cap this season off before we head off to 2020?
God
Yes,
bless
this
us,
is the-
have we won?
I'd just like to say thank you very much, fan base, for watching this video.
Thanks, Jordan's
base.
fan base.
Yeah, fan base. Thanks,
Uh,
fan base.
If- Don't forget to tell-
doesn't get to a 5 likes by the next one, I'm going to torture you all with a barbecue fork.
Don't everybody who's listening to the Noisecast right now, don't forget to tweet at the Doom TV on New Year's Eve. See you next year.
You're a cunt.
No, make sure it's
Do
see
it.
you next year, you
Please
filthy
do.
animal.
Oh my god, yes, don't
It's gonna
forget.
get so many tweets.
Well, okay, guys. Well, that was the fucking Christmas special. I'm Doom TV. Zero's a cunt. I'm out of here. Putting the headphones down, walking out the door, and gonna shut it.
And with Doom storming out upon this lovely Christmas season, we bring today's Noisecast to a close. Fare thee well, audience. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We love you. Bye bye. It was a little kiss.
Zodiac
Little kiss
Escobar,
from me.
play us out. Wait,
Yeah, come on, Zodiac Escobar.
is he playing us out for this one? I don't even.
I don't know what the fuck
He's
that
Jewish,
was.
man. That motherfucker celebrates Hanukkah.
I had a fucking seizure halfway through that.
Fuck you and fuck all your Christmas. Go fuck yourself this Merry Christmas. I guess the special is just Christmas. We will see you next year. Go fuck you and your Merry Christmas. This noise boy's a bunch of bitches. Go eat a fat shit this Christmas. We will see you next year. I'll cook up some meth. Feed it to your kids. Go fuck off on Christmas, and we'll see you next year. I love rock and roll. Put another dime in the jukebox, motherfuckers. Wow.
He's done so much Santa, he doesn't even remember what genre he's supposed to be. Bless his heart.
Yo, that figgy pudding shit is cheese Danish too. I mean, cheese Danish that. I hate Christmas. I'm Jewish, motherfucker.
Here it is.
Favorite
Ready?
Christmas movies and specials, guys. What do we like watching around Christmas holiday season?
It's
Zero.
Jingle
I
Bells
want you
by
to go
Korn.
first on this one, my dude.
Guys, can you hold on just a second,
Okay,
please?
then I will
gotta
pass
check
over
something.
to
Hold on.
Jordo, perhaps, who has.
Can you just hold
We'll
on
just
just like
hold
3
it.
seconds before
Oh,
we
we'll
start the
just-
segment?
Pause
Hold on.
cast.
holding.
Okay, let's pause at my cough.
Yeah.
Pause cast.
I was just playing Freak on a Leash. No, it wasn't. I was playing Jingle Bells by Korn. Let's listen.
I can't believe that's real.
Yes, I can hear it. It's a Korn song, definitely.
Oh god, you know what? Just sneak this into the podcast.
I did for like
Zero,
a small amount when Zero's like, hey, can we stop?
Zero, if you're editing this, I know you stepped away, but please edit this little segment somewhere in the podcast
Just
as like
put
a
it
joke.
somewhere. You can even be a stinger.
It just sounds like pots and pans falling off a wall.
That's exactly right.
That is the Korn.
Oh god, I can't believe I ever thought Korn was cool.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about
Oh,
that.
That's okay. We'll just listen to Jingle
It's
Bells.
alright.
There was
by
some
Korn.
thumping on the ground, and I'm like, is someone calling me or
No.
what? Like,
Just
so-
sneak a little bit of that in as a joke. We left you something to listen to.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We left you something. So, Zero, now that you're back,